I finally planted a garden, but not where I thought I would. Also, if you just passed by my dad's house and you honked the horn and you were driving a white truck with a gooseneck trailer, hello. I have no idea who you were, but hello. All righty. I've lived on this homestead since 1979. And every single year, my parents planted a huge garden. Not a little one, a big one. Again, I would guess this is approximately a 1 acre garden. I haven't measured it. And every summer, we spent most of our time canning, putting up vegetables. That was just part of our life. Okra, corn, cucumbers, squash, tomatoes, watermelon, and herbs. And there might have been something I'm missing, but every single year, that was just what we did. And when my dad remarried Beverly, the garden didn't stop. The tradition kept going. We no longer canned like we used to, but we would put a lot of things up in the freezer. So now I'm the one who's making the planning decisions and experimenting and having a little fun. And this feels very different from gardening, as a child. My dad always started his garden with plants that he would buy from a nursery. But I have started everything from seed. All right, we're putting in some green dragon cucumbers for $2.49. See how many seeds we get here. All right, we're gonna plant corn right here. And I'm not sure which one is easier, but I do know this. Starting from seed is way less expensive. You can get a whole packet of seeds for, $2 or $3, but at a nursery, $2 or $3 might get you a single vegetable plant. So I figured we're going to learn this the hard way and the cheaper way. I've also learned you don't necessarily have to plant everything all at once, or at least if you're trying to do what I've read about. I've also learned that I don't have to plant my whole garden all at once, or at least that's what I've been reading. It might be called planting in stages, or rotations, or just fragmented farming. I don't know what this is called. I don't actually know yet. But the idea is that you plant a little and then a little more later, a few weeks later, so that your harvest, is continually coming up in stages, and instead of everything coming up right at once. So I tilled this dirt for the first time ever, and then I planted it, not for the first time ever, but planted this many vegetables completely solo. This is my first time. And I'll be honest, I planted a tiny, tiny section of this garden in a space, this garden can hold a lot more, a whole lot more. But this is my start. I feel my dad working in this garden. for years. And now I'm the one out here trying to figure this out, making decisions, experimenting. And again, that just feels different. Now we're about 2 weeks in and we do have seedlings. My corn, I would say, is about 1 foot tall. My tomatoes are about 4 inches. Cucumbers about 6 inches tall, and my green onions are probably like 1 inch or 2 tall. Seeing these things come up, it feels so far like I've done something right, and I cannot wait to put any one of these vegetables in my mouth. Because if you have never tasted a vegetable that did not come out of a grocery store, you are going to be really ticked off if you ever do. The taste and the flavor of grocery store fruits and vegetables is absolutely nothing compared to something grown on a smaller scale. Slower, in real world conditions, not forced, not overly treated with chemicals, with pesticides or fertilizers, and not rushed, and maybe not grown under artificial lights. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, like the taste of something from a homegrown garden. And again, I don't know if I'm doing this the right way, and I don't know if I'm doing it the best way, but I am doing it, and I am learning. If you want to see how this garden and the rest of this turns out, I would really appreciate your support. You can like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow along. Because this is something I am figuring out in real time. See you later. And if y'all ever drive by and see us out, honk the horn, we'll wave.